Hi, my name's Wanda, and I'm going to channel love energy for you. That means I allow energy to pass through me, turns into vibration in my throat, and out for you. It's a message, or more likely, it's really a remembering of something that we really know as a collective, but we forget sometimes when we're having our human experience. So there's that. I can also do private sessions. It's on Zoom these days. And if you like the YouTube channel, press subscribe. If you like Messages of Love from Beyond Facebook page, or you haven't checked it out, you can have a look over there too. And I put little quotes up there and stuff. So I'm also thinking about starting possibly a Zoom group. I'm not sure really what that will be or what it looks like. But if you have any questions or you're interested in that kind of thing, you can put a message down there or message me on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to be quiet now. There are times in your life when you stumble. That means there's something in front of you and you can't figure out how to go around it, so you trip over it. And on the other side, you can come back up and continue on, you see. So stumbling is just a choice that you make to fall instead of going around. And that makes it much easier, doesn't it? Most of the difficult times in human life have to do with the judgment of the behavior, the judgment of the feeling. The judgment comes forth, that shouldn't happen, you shouldn't do that, and then the shame comes. And then you hide it. Then you have a secret, you see. Now you feel vulnerable. For if anyone finds out the secret, they'll uncover you, they'll kick you off the earth. And you get a whole cycle going on that only your mind and ego can control. It's all about the mind and the ego then. It's very familiar with getting you out of trouble, keeping you safe, hiding your secrets away. This is what your mind and ego do for you. If you're able to set that entire discussion aside just for a moment, you know all of these things that we speak of because you're inhuman. If you were to set them aside for a moment, and let's just talk for a moment about the actual cause, the moment before you stumbled. The moment before. Because that's when you're being your vulnerable self, your authentic, afraid self. Afraid to do something wrong. Not sure what to do. Yes, no, I don't know. I'm frantic now. Right in that moment is the time to pause. When you're feeling anxious and afraid, stay in it for a moment. Just for a moment. Just stay in that for a moment. But when you sit in the feeling that you're uncomfortable, anxious and afraid, then you may reach out of yourself or deep inside yourself, whatever works best for you, and ask for help. Right there, that moment. But first you have to sit in the yucky feeling instead of running far from it as fast as you can and falling and tripping. So you sit in it, you say, oh, I feel terrible. I don't know what to do. Does anyone else anywhere have a suggestion for me? Then you're acknowledging you're not alone, you see. And then you may feel the support that's with you. Always, but you don't always notice it or you don't ask for it. So as you say, does anyone have an idea here? You are saying, I have a small amount of information for this task or this negative thing that's going to happen. But I know that there's a larger collective that has much more life and information than I do, and I am now willing to receive it. So you've gone from anxiety to reaching out, to also acknowledging there's great information around. And the next phase will be to hear it. Turn around and go home. Walk around the tree to the side and come back that way. Jump over the rock. You hear all of these things, you see. And then you'll know, aha, they listen to me and they support me because I can hear them answering. And when you get to this place, you settle right in because you know you're only one of a group that's moving through lives, your life, together. So now when you come to this, you settle down. You're really not anxious anymore because you've just evolved. You've become part of a higher evolution. And all of a sudden your anxiety and fear really don't mean so much anymore. So now truly, it doesn't matter if you go around it, jump over it, fall over it, or turn around and go home. It makes no difference because that wasn't the exercise. The exercise was stopping right before you react to anxiety and get yourself into a scrape. The exercise is stopping and sitting in the negative emotion, acknowledging there's something outside of you, asking for help, and then hearing it. That's the full human evolution. That's the best you can be there. So if you choose to stumble, that's your decision. When you feel anxious and frustrated or fearful, feeling it extremely is your decision. Acknowledging that you're feeling what you're feeling, that's your decision. Calling out for help, that's your decision. Trying to listen to the answers, that's your decision. You're free to do and live and be just as you are. Don't forget that you're deciding all of these things. You're a free human. You may do as you wish. There is much love here for you. Namaste. Oh, that's the energy as it passes out of me. So that just went a little sideways for me. I thought they were again going to focus on the, our access to information if we want it. And if we can settle down for a minute. I do understand that if I say in an anxious or fearful or angry state, I really can't hear anything. I can't ask for help. I can't listen for their answers. I just freeze up. And then that's when the ego and mind come in because I'm frozen and they're going to help me live and survive. So of course they're going to take over because I've opted out of taking over. So I get all that part. I thought they would be focusing on that. But when it came to the free will business at the very end, I come to understand that they're always putting it back on us. Remember, it's up to you. It's up to you. If you're a puppet, you're not having a human life. So it's free will, free will. And that's really the most important thing. You can become part of the collective of love. You don't have to. You can live on the street. You can live in a castle. It doesn't seem to matter too much to them what we do, as long as we understand that we're choosing it. It's really empowering. I feel very empowered right now. So I'll choose if I want to stumble, go around, freeze, ask for help, whatever. So for me, that was really practical and useful information, not fluffy, lovely stuff. So I hope that touches you today and you can find some use for it in your own life. That's all I've got. Okay. Bye.